Moors, welcome back to the Moore Weekly, where we're bringing the latest news at Alhambra High School. I'm your co-anchor Keiko.
And I'm your other co-anchor, Sean Lee.
This Monday, Alhambra High School held our civic engagement mock election,
where students were able to vote on elections and California propositions. Here's what happened.
Hi, can we get your name and grade?
My name is Danny. I'm a junior.
Daniel Jimenez, I'm a senior.
I'm Sophie, and I'm a junior.
We want to know how you feel about the mock election and if you're comfortable sharing who you're voting for.
Okay, I think the mock election is like a great way to bring insight to like younger people being able to vote next year and to like I don't know, just make them aware of what their choices are, you know? And I know this might sound bad, but I'm voting for Trump.
I don't know. I think it's pretty like crazy because we're getting older, and so we're at that time of age where we have to vote and be a part of our U.S. community, I guess. So yeah, I think it's pretty crazy, but also pretty cool. I voted for Kamala. I personally don't like Trump. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's just my vote.
I actually really liked it. I liked that it felt really real. We walked in and we got in our little booth and we scanned the QR code. It was giving I'm grown, which I really liked. And I voted for my queen Kamala because I'm not about to let that white man run our country.
Thank you very much.
On November 5th, eligible voters across the nation casted their ballots for elections.
Here's more information.
We're going to start off with local elections. Alhambra is split up into districts, and District 4 is the only district this election where the incumbent is not rerunning for their seat on City Council, and that would be Sasha Renee Perez. She's moving on to State Senate. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But this seat is open, and that makes it a very, very competitive race. So on the final ballot, there were 4 different candidates: Nan Noya Wang, Katie Chan, Jisho Yang, and Kaiten Luffy. Now, you also might have heard about Nicholas Kiekwach running for Alhambra City Council. Well, he did run. He dropped the race and moved to the Singular Valley Water Board, but he did not win against the incumbent, Stephen Palacido. Now, the ballots are not fully counted yet, but there are indications about who's going to win. Noya Wang is in the lead with 43.44% of the votes currently, followed by Katie Chan, Jisho Yang, and then Carson Luthi. The only other Alhambra district that is having an election is District 3 with Jeff Maloney, but he is already on City Council and he's running unopposed, which means he'll automatically get the spot. And if you are a registered voter in Alhambra, you can only vote within your geographical district. So that's why you might have seen a lot more, lawn signs near Granada Park. And here's a map right now to display where District 4 and where all the districts are. But it was a very competitive race. The candidates worked really hard to campaign, gather endorsements, but it looks like the next District 4 City Council member will be Noya Wang. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to state elections and propositions. So I'm going to go through the propositions and tell you if it passed or not. Again, some of the ballots are still being counted, so nothing is definitive, and I'll let you know if it's a complete yes or complete no. California Amendment 3 repeals same-sex marriage ban passes with a 61%. California Measure 2 authorizes bonds for school facilities, passes with a 56.9%. California Measure 34 regulates spending by certain healthcare entities. It is still being reported, but it looks like it possibly will pass. California Proposition 4 authorizing bonds for water, wildfire, and land protection measures passes with a 57.9%. California Proposition 5 lowers voting needs for approved bonds for housing and infrastructure. Again, still up in the air, but it looks like it will not pass. California Proposition 6 prohibits slavery and involuntary servitude in prisons. Looks like it will not pass. California Proposition 32 raises the minimum wage. That is very close, but it looks like it will not pass. And this is just currently right now. California Proposition 33 repeals bans on local rent controls, does not pass with 61.5%. California Proposition 35 extends tax on managed healthcare plans, passes with 66.8% of the vote. And last, California Proposition 36 increases penalties for certain theft and drug crimes, passes with 70.4%. Now, this is on November 6th, so again, Ballots are still coming in. Not everything is not set in stone yet, but when it is, you can look it up and check with the most current and up-to-date count. We're going to focus a little bit more on state senate, specifically District 25, because that is where Alhambra is. And it looks like the next state senator for District 25 will be Sasha Renee Perez, who is currently Alhambra mayor. She made it past the primaries a few months ago, and her main competitor was Yvonne Yu, who was on Monterey Park City Council, but Sasha made it through, and she was against Republican Elizabeth Wong Aller. And Sasha Renee Perez does have quite a lead with 59.35% of the vote versus her opponent, which has 40.65% of the vote. Now, there are still thousands of ballots left to be counted, but with this type of lead, it does look like Sasha will win, and Sasha Renee Perez will make history in California, as she will be the youngest senator in California and the youngest woman serving in California legislature. And last, we're going to be taking a look at our national elections. For presidential, for our Democratic nominee, it is Kamala Harris, and for our Republican, it is Donald Trump. And taking a look at California, California has historically been a blue state, so it wasn't a surprise when its electoral college votes went to Harris. And it was a very close race overall, but it really came down to swing states, specifically the Sunbelt states and the Blue Wall states. The Sunbelt states are Nevada and Arizona, and the Blue Wall states would be, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and then you also have those southern states, which are Georgia and North Carolina. And these states are very, very competitive, and every election they either, switch from Democrat to Republican. Plus, these are such populous states that have lots of electoral college votes. They really make a difference in the election, and it could be down to 10 to hundreds of thousands of votes that determine the next president of the United States. Trump did end up winning those swing states, which pushed him to 295 electoral college votes, meaning Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. You only need 270 electoral college to become president. And next we're going to go to Senate, and I'm not going to focus on specific elections, but just overall how it's looking nationwide. So Republicans do have majority in the Senate. They have 52 to 44. They did gain 3 seats, and the Democrats lost 3 seats. And part of this is because of third parties. But, with checks and balances, with the different parts of the government, it does look like there is a Republican majority in state Senate, and that does follow through into the House. And again, we're still waiting for some results to come in. It does look like the Republicans are dominating the House. And last, moving on to governor, again, Republicans dominating 27 to 23. So we are really seeing nationwide a huge red shift. So there are lots of Republicans in every single part of the government. It looks like for the next 2 to 4 years, we will have Republican majority in office. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching our election segment of the More Weekly. Again, ballots are still being counted, so to find the most updated results, you'll have to do your own research. Here are the sources that we used.
Last Wednesday, the Los Angeles Dodgers won against the New York Yankees in the World Series.
Here's students' reactions.
Okay, what are you guys' names?
Zoe.
Lucy?
Ernie.
Kayla?
Matthew.
And what do you think about the Dodgers winning the World Series?
I think it's great. We deserved it, and we're just the best.
That was actually crazy, bro. I was watching it, right? Dude, right after they won, I went in the car, I was waving the flag around.
That was great.
Amazing. I feel amazing. I feel amazing about it.
I don't actually watch sports, but I think it's pretty cool.
Do you think they deserve their win?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I do wish though, they won in LA instead of New York.
I mean, but we did have the parade on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday.
I was at the parade. Were you at the parade?
Oh, I was at the parade, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And which one's your favorite player out of the whole team?
Mike Trout.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie, I'm not trying to glaze. I'm not trying to glaze or nothing, but dude, everybody saw what he put up in the World Series.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Wong Ortho is offering free consultation for braces and Invisalign. For more information, contact 626-284-6626 or visit their website wongortho.com.
That's it for this week's edition of The More Weekly. Stay tuned for more stories and check out our website, The More Newspaper, for more information. See you next time.
Go Mars!